So, going back up because we're in BF109 and we can just bleed everything of their energy, even Spitfires and Zeros that would otherwise not stall out because of light. I'm just gonna pull up over their nose so they lose even more speed, and then just fall back on top of them, have some very easy shots. A Zero gets third party, so there is my 2-kill intro, but still a nice kill on the Spitfire. And welcome back, and today we're looking at the BF109 F4. It's a very good BF109, maybe one of the best. Get a crit. I'm just going to go back and get our speed into altitude to then go dive on top of the I-18. I'll just call it that. It's got two small machine guns that don't do all that much in most situations, and a fairly good cannon. It's very good. That was kind of an exception to get a crit. Hitting some shots. I get the crosshair flashes, but nothing whatsoever. It's very weird. Yampira Misky is a very rare Pokemon, and honestly a worse nuisance than the XP50, and people don't hate it as much because they don't see it as often. He completely misses his strafe, so I'm just gonna get behind him, take some pot shots, and now that I've got his ass, I'm just gonna not let go.
A few moments later.
Gonna spam away at him with the 7 somethings to make him slow down. I finally turns. Then he goes up. That's not a very good idea. There it hits. Finally. Yeah, I said the guns were good, but they usually do better than this. I went up because he wouldn't have just and falling back on top of him. Hopefully he just crashes or something. I'd like to keep my ammo and be able to do the rest of the match without having to go back to the airfield. There's a bunch of shots. Jet 21 going straight up is going to be a very easy kill if I hit my shots. Okay, finally. That was embarrassing. There's a P63 somewhere behind him. He's going to be going like 500 on the deck. So I'm just going to put my speed back into altitude. Maybe try to do the same thing as the Spitfires. But he doesn't really seem interested, so I'm just going to try to fall back on top of him. And just slot onto his tail. But I want to take some shots, but at the same time I don't want to meet my maker or the ground. I'm just going to go straight back up, try going to his route. Actually that's a bit too late, not going to try go for a sketchy head on. Just going to go back up again, because we're in a BF109, and just fall back on top, and this time get onto his tail. That's a good angle. He's going a bit quite slow, and just spam away, probably snipe. There we go. Yak 9. He's going fairly fast, we've not got many bullets, so if we can just get a hit, a crit maybe, then an assist would be nice. Yep, exactly as I said. Nice, 3 kills, 3 assists, solid match. So I'm just looking downwards at all the clowns that are killing a single bomber, and there's a P61 a kilometer away from me. Thankfully, he ignores me. Quite scared. But 3 kill, he was probably as blind as me. P63 coming in for a head-on. I want to not get hit by a 37mm. Take some shots, but of course I miss. He has a semblance of a brain. He's dodging and not going in a straight line. He dropped throttle, so I'm going to do the same. Okay, I need to drop a bit more than this. Trying to not end up in front of his nose. Almost get a shot in there, actually more like almost crash. He tries to line up a shot, but I'm going to go to the side. Just try to power up, but he had a bit more momentum, so he just gets to go up and over me. The BF109 F4 doesn't barrel as well at low speeds, but it's doing its best. I'm still losing the dogfight, but he must have landing flaps out because the P63 doesn't turn that well even with combat flaps. And here he just, I guess he turned on his engines and he just slotted onto my near tail. Very well done to him. Even though that doesn't change that I'm in a really bad position at the moment, so I'm just gonna have to still try just go on with this dogfight. And he gets a shot on me, saw my life flash before my eyes, but thankfully it was on the 8p, so it didn't nuke me out the air. Then he just runs away. I have no idea why at this point, and then I'm just gonna chase after him, because why not? I forget to put in my flaps. Cut forward a bit there, it turns out a teammate had appeared. Fair play to this P63 for having spotted him. I would never have noticed if somebody showed up. Just got a crit to get an assist because I want RP, of course. Everybody is grinding. And as I'm looking at this XP50, I turn around and there's another XP50, so I start going up, but there's a Spitfire, so I have to go back down or I'm going to get beaten up the sky. I'm going to throw some megs in there, so I can not get lost down the sky. As I've been saying, he's going to bleed a lot of speed, so I'm just going to dodge his shots, make it back to the airfield, and just delete the whole lobby when I get back to the fights. And just for that I'm going to include this clip of a Spitfire. I'm just going up. I've got a Yak 3 teammate who's keeping him busy, bleeding him with a bit of his speed, and I'm just going to fall back in and try to line up my nose with his flight path. Hopefully he doesn't end up pulling in and going head on, would just be annoying. But he can't, he's going too slow. Now I just blast him out the air.